there is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime. Correct.
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah.
Today's case
no
features
victim,
one of the
correct?
most baffling sovereign citizens to appear in court. This individual seems utterly lost, almost as if he wandered into the wrong room. He doesn't even realize he's the defendant, something that should be the very first thing anyone knows when their name appears on a docket. The confusion is so extreme, it's hard to tell if he's serious or just playing a role. Stick around, because by the end of this hearing, you'll see exactly why this case stands out as one of the most frustrating and strangely fascinating court appearances we've ever covered.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Yeah, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case. Mr. Walker, you failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
It's safe for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear, and on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver, and the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay. Well, Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right. Can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There's no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case.
Here's where
Am I
things
the
truly
defendant
take
in
a
the
bizarre
case?
turn. The judge carefully explains his rights, even offering him free legal representation, but he flat out refuses. Then, just as he's about to sign a waiver acknowledging that he understands the risks of representing himself, he blurts out the question, "Am I the defendant?" Imagine the shock in the room. At this point, you have to wonder, does he really not understand what's happening, or is this an act designed to stall and confuse the court? Either way, declining counsel while asking such a basic question is a recipe for disaster.
There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime? No victim?
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you, and that if you can't afford to hire one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why are we playing a game
in front of me.
If that wasn't strange enough, he continues with more questions that sound like they belong in a comedy sketch, not a courtroom. Am I incarcerated right now? Are you the judge? These aren't slip-ups. They're deliberate statements made for the record. Some analysts believe this is a tactic used by defendants to later claim they didn't understand the proceedings, which could become grounds for an appeal. It's a risky maneuver, and one that judges are well aware of. But whether this man is deliberately acting confused or genuinely out of his depth, the courtroom atmosphere shifts from tense to surreal.
October.
Trying to understand.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I wouldn't be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right. I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like he failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess.
In the
Mr.
end,
Walker, you
his
are
refusal to
excused. Thank
accept
you.
legal help only seals his fate. Sovereign citizens often argue about jurisdiction or try to deny the court's authority, but the reality is simple. The legal system isn't swayed by conspiracy theories. Declining assistance might feel like a statement of independence, but it almost always backfires. Here, we see a man asking the most basic questions about his own case while ignoring the very tools that could have helped him. It's both frustrating and a little sad to watch. Still, it's a sharp reminder. Courts don't bend to wishful thinking, and when someone refuses to engage with reality, they end up hurting themselves most of all.